Good day, everyone. Today, I want to talk about how Corazon Aquino reached out to the United States and the international community to strengthen Philippine democracy after the 1986 People Power Revolution. Aquino didn't just celebrate a political victory. She framed it as a moral triumph, one built on values that Americans and other democratic nations could deeply relate to: freedom, human rights, and the rule of law. In doing so, she connected the Filipino struggles against dictatorship to the very principles that define democracy itself. Aquino carefully spoke in a language that the US and other nations would understand. In her address to the US Congress, she emphasized liberty, constitutional government, and peaceful resistance. She didn't present the revolution as a chaotic upheaval but as a restoration of democracy. This reassured Americans that the Philippines was returning to democratic ideals, not turning away from them. By highlighting the nonviolent nature of the People Power Revolution, she showed that Filipino had chosen courage and principle over bullets. This made it easier for Americans to see the Filipino struggle as something familiar, a fight for freedom and democratic governance, much like their own history. But Aquino appeal wasn't just about values, it was also practical. The Philippines was facing economic challenges, military unrest, and the difficult task of rebuilding institutions weakened by years of authoritarian rule. Moral victory alone couldn't sustain democracy. International support and recognition were crucial by that time. By addressing the US Congress, Aquino symbolically reaffirmed the long-standing partnership between the Philippines and the United States. Her message wasn't about dependency, it was about partnership. She invited the world to stand with a nation that had peacefully reclaimed its democratic rights, giving legitimacy to her new government on the global stage. She also shared the story of Filipino resilience. Aquino made it clear that the People Power Revolution wasn't driven by hatred or revenge, but by unity and faith. She honored the courage of ordinary Filipinos, priests, nuns, workers, students, and soldiers, who stood together along Epifanio de los Santos Avenue without resorting to violence. This moral courage resonated internationally, showing that Philippine democracy was built on collective sacrifice and the will of the people, not on force. Aquino also reminded the world of strategic importance of supporting Philippine democracy. The Philippines was a key ally in Southeast Asia, and during the Cold War, regional stability mattered greatly to the United States. Aquino reassured her audience that a democratic Philippines would be a stable and reliable partner. By linking democracy to regional stability, she appealed not only to moral principles, but also to practical, strategic concerns. Her dignified and principled speech helped show how the world viewed new government as a legitimate, responsible, and committed to democratic norms. Through her words and actions, Aquino strengthened Philippine democracy by appealing to shared values, highlighting moral courage, seeking international partnership, and showing the practical benefits of a stable democratic Philippines. She didn't just lead a revolution, she turned it into a global affirmation of democracy itself.
3 years ago, I said, "Thank you, America, for the haven from oppression and the home you gave Ninoy, myself, and our children, and for the 3 happiest years of our lives together." Today, I say, join us, America, as we build a new home for democracy, another haven for the oppressed, so it may stand as a shining testament of our two nations' commitment to freedom.